Hello and welcome to Goa Open Arts and Art History Plus podcast. This is an amazing opportunity for us to introduce a young artist from Goa, Asavari Gurav. I've known her for a few years, and she's presenting her works in the Goa Open Arts Festival. This girl we're going to talk about some philosophical content. She's a pretty confident girl. She's bright. She's young, and so she has a lot of. You're going to get to learn a lot of hacks along the way about, as a young artist, what it means, psychological hacks. She's very confident, and she's very open about what's happening in her psyche at the moment. She's very aware of her feelings, why she paints, what she paints. I'm sure you learn something from this confident woman. It's very rare that an artist so young can actually put themselves out, their ideas, and be a part of the festival so many times. I think there's something to learn from this, and you're definitely going to get a feeling that you can apply some of the ideas she just put out in this video. I learned a lot. So again, I'd really like to thank the sponsor of this video, Lananda Absinthe, Goa Open Arts Festival, to give me this opportunity to conduct this podcast interview for Art History Plus. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the podcast right now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Asavari Gurav. We are at Goa. This is the Goa Open Arts Festival 2024. One of the youngest artists is Asavari. Are you one of the youngest?
I don't think so, but I hope so.
Hold that thought. Many people don't know Asavari, but she's an upcoming an artist in India. She's extremely talented, and I must say that because you're much younger than me, I feel like I don't know enough of you. So let's enact one scene. I don't know you.
Okay.
I've called you for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to be like, "Hi, Asavari."
Hello, Vaibhav.
Hi, Asavari. Hi, I'm Vaibhav from Art History Plus, and we are planning on doing a podcast on you for the Goa Open Arts.
Okay.
So, can you just tell me what are the few points you'd like to talk about, and also what is your work about? So then, when we actually do the podcast, we know what topics to explore. So broadly, can you give us 5 prompts to kind of say that my work is about this?
Yeah, I'll try. I'm Asavari Gurav. I'm an artist, visual artist, poet as well, which most people don't know, which is I have a lot of unpublished poems, and I perform. I'm into theater as well as I keep trying out different things. Yeah. And painter, printmaker. That's me. And apart from that, I enjoy looking at art, looking at films, and doing different things. Yeah.
How can I ask you, where did you do your education from? And when at the Goa Open Arts Festival this year for 2024, you have put out some amazing works. I've seen your works. They have some woodcuts. You've got some PVC cutting.
Yeah.
And you've done a few oil paintings.
Yeah.
One of the works struck me. You said, "Go make chapatis." Your painting says, "Go make chapatis."
Yeah.
We'll put that image out there. Yeah. But can you explain your entire kind of like the content of your work, like the context?
Yeah, I mean, the overall theme I was looking at was the Garden of Hope, and playful activities like, sort of thinking about the moon, or having fun, hide and seek, playing all these games. So they are like this childlike things. And make chapati, don't get me the moon. It's like a romantic call out to people. It has this feminism, like a mild wildfire, talking about a romantic dream, and it is romantic. Yeah, and it's playful. It's quite. I'm trying to play around with things here and there. A very childlike thing, but talking about something very serious and something about, the current reality, or like trying to address that with a very sweet sort of sentence.
Sure. Let me ask you a very basic question. I don't see men injecting masculinity in their works. Just to extract an answer out of you, I want to ask you, why do you inject feminism in your works?
I mean, it's not about just feminism. It's about humanism. It's about more wider. It's I think it's, I can't say that something which is, I can't really put it like that, but it's a joke. It's a joke about, I like adding humor very subtly about it.
What's the joke?
The joke is, if you make chapati, then you're good to go.
Wait, explain that.
I mean,
I didn't get the
I,
joke. What is the joke?
I mean, it's
You're
a,
being sarcastic.
yeah, it's a sarcasm. It's a taunt towards the world. I mean, I know many of my male friends, they do cook better
Yeah.
than me.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. But it's just like putting out there a sentence for those who might find it like very interesting. I don't know if it's making sense.
No, of course it's making sense. I just wanted to
Yeah.
be sure. And you've been doing, even for exhibitions, I've seen your other woodcuts. You're an avid printmaker. Is that how you define yourself? Because the last 4 times I've met you
Yeah.
in your exhibitions, you've put out printmaking.
Yes, actually, it's surprising because I started off as a, I was into painting so much. I loved it, and printmaking, I thought कि ये छूट जाएगा. But the process is so much, and I think the repetition feels like poetry. I use it as if I'm, doing some like a performance thing. It's very performative. It's very ritualistic. I did not think that I'll be caught up in it, but once I've entered printmaking, it's difficult to let go of it. Also, perhaps I'm just saying because Goa has this history of printmaking. The first printing press came here. I mean, many artists have said that before. I'm not the first one. But there is this certain, intriguing factor about printmaking, and it just catches you. But yeah, painting is also part of my work process, and I have exhibited a lot of prints. Yeah.
I see in your paintings, I've been noticing there's almost a lack of color. I want to address this thing, critically. I want to explain to you, like, your works have color in them, but you're almost they're little drier. They're a little
Yeah.
muted.
Yeah.
You don't put out this, the strong elements of color. You kind of like desaturate them to some extent. And most of your printmaking works are black and white.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like suddenly like just putting. Have you ever thought about why you don't put like brighter colors? Because I see people who are kind of like playing with color, who have a sense of humor generally. They have more brighter shades of colors. It's like, if you were a musician, then, and if you were playing a happy tune, or if you were cracking a joke, if you were saying something in jazz, you'll be loud and brash and a little brighter.
Yeah.
But there's a certain, I don't know, I don't want to say sadness, but there's a certain muted tone to your colors. Have you ever noticed this?
Yes,
And
there is.
Is there any specific artist that you have been inspired from for this color palette?
There are many artists, but I won't really able to pinpoint any. There are like Soza Joseph. Then I do like Arpita Singh, but again her palette is quite there's blues and yellows and greens. I like many artists as such, but I appreciate different kinds of art. You see, I like your channel. That's why I like to.
Thank you.
I
Like,
must-
say like, comment, and subscribe.
You must watch his channel. So
Art History Plus.
I'll say that at the end,
Say
right?
that. No, people will watch
Okay,
it. Anything.
watch Art History Plus.
And-
Like and subscribe.
And come for Goa Open Arts.
And come for Goa Open Arts.
And have La Nanta Absinthe. That's the sponsor of this video, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that. You don't have to.
Okay.
You're not. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have. I always have been wondering, when it comes to printmakers. Printmakers are usually have this. The process takes so much time
Yeah.
that
it
they
does.
get stuck in printmaking, in the world of printmaking. So we are also, through you as a young artist, we're speaking to a younger audience also.
Yes.
There are older artists, and usually the younger artists watch them for inspiration. But I want to ask you, as a younger artist, if I can, and if you would like to engage in a conversation with me, just a brief chat about what are the problems of being a younger artist today. Like, I know you're going, like, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy making money and like being professionally as a out there and professional artist, full-time professional artist. Can you tell me what the pain points are? So that, because the younger artists, what they think it's all very easy, like our camera person here.
I feel बहुत जल्दी होती है सबको. I mean, everyone is in this sort of rush to get it there, you know. So one is swayed by spectacle and sort of making their mark out there so much that they sort of lose that flow, that consistency which you require to give time. I'm not saying time as in detailed drawing always or detailed work, but whatever work it is, give it time to be, you know, sort of out there honestly. Like honesty is something which is difficult, and I think so much of Instagramming, so much of artwork available online, people have too much knowledge.
Sure.
And I also feel that in printmaking there are these new challenges right now, because unconventionally doing printmaking, it's like a taboo. It's like you are not really given that sort of. So I feel people need to try to accept, like art world, I'm saying, the call out to art world to accept more kind of printmaking, unconventional printmaking as printmaking as well as art, in fact, not just printmaking.
Have you not been accepted in some in some cliques, like some groups or something? I mean, everyone.
There have been such moments where I've been criticized for a few things, but that's okay. That's part of the game.
Can you be specific?
Like-
Not without names. Just can you be specific when you say some things? What do you mean?
Like
Because younger artists these days feel like they need to fit in everywhere all the time.
like printmaking does have this certain you know, rules you are supposed to follow, like, you know, signing or this and that, which is fine. But then youngsters do have to take a stand. Youngsters do have to express what they are meant to sort of express, or work in the way their art would be facilitated more.
Yeah.
So those kind of challenges keep coming, and I find printmaking quite fun. Like it is fun. It is
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, just taking the impression, just going about it. And yeah, and black and white, it is, I feel it might change someday, it might be color, but there's just something very stark about it, something very bold about it, which I like.
think because you're a theater person also,
Yeah.
there's a high contrast,
Yeah.
dramatic light effect that you...
Very dramatic, yeah. And this ability to
Very
repeat
dramatic.
is extremely.
Oh, by the way, she also dances really well. So if you ever catch her in a party and you'll see one girl making a whirlpool, that's
Yeah,
her.
by myself.
by herself. Totally sober, by the way.
Totally.
And she dances really well. No, you dance well. I've seen.
Yeah, I've done 4 years of Kathak, so
But you don't dance Kathak on the dance
I
floor.
don't.
No.
I don't.
I said she can dance. So you're a pretty fun person who has pretty dense themes for a
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to keep saying young person, but I just want to say that, you know, I'm saying you're a very happy person. I know you outside.
I'm happy, but like, yeah, my works tend to talk about more severe and things which pinpoint, and yeah, they feel happy, but there is this inert sadness within them, which
So
I try
is,
to.
is I want to ask you, is the original prompt to make artwork, does it come from the outside world or does it come from inside you?
That's a good question. Inside world, it comes from me in relation to the outside world.
Sure.
And since I write poems,
But you're not a bad news magnet. No, like it's like you just seek. No, you know what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
people seek issues
no.
to get subjects to. You know, it's happening in the art world a lot now.
It is.
And it's an open criticism to everybody in general. People are
थीम
like,
के बिना वैसे आर्टवर्क वो नहीं होता ना.
I need an issue,
आगे नहीं
people
होता.
have-
So yeah, most often I don't have a theme. It is what it is. It like in the process of making it, something comes up, and that whatever something comes up is sometimes planned, sometimes not planned. So it's a difficult route. It's a difficult route, and not always there's going to be like a lot of opportunities, but it's fine. I'm looking for the, you know, it's fine. I can be 80 and then get something.
So
It's all right.
It's pretty honest of you
Yeah.
to
thank
say.
you.
What happens at a time when you're stuck? Like a bunch of younger artists nowadays apparently are entering the art space. They're basically becoming more creative. The global humor index in the world, if you see the comment sections and if you see the Instagram pages, most of the people are referring to themselves as artists now. It
Yeah.
could be anything. They just say I'm an artist,
Yeah.
and people are putting out their talents for free out there. So there's a discrepancy, and there's a inflection point now where there's too much art. Some people say online for free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the professional artists like you, the younger artists like you, are not getting enough projects because there are enough hobby artists out there to support the hobby arts community, where
Right.
the professional artists are not even entertained because you all charge professional fees and nobody gets it. So when I asked you a question 5 questions ago about what is your what are the problems of being an artist now, a younger artist, if in a classical way, when an artist comes, a younger girl or a guy who comes up to you and says, hey, I want to enter the art space, can you kind of like mentor me at your life stage, what would you
See,
tell them?
I feel like don't be so, money is a huge factor. I mean, money can be very unpredictable. Sometimes there can be a lot of money coming in, sometimes you're just there.
You really
So
smiled at the
it's,
money point.
yeah.
You like
It
money?
is.
Yeah.
I do. I'll be honest
I
about
like this
it.
money question. I keep asking people. Like,
Yeah, money is a huge factor and it's difficult to make that. But then I do theater, then I do other things, then I teach, then I do many things to sort of, but I do what I want to do. I can't just be like that. Like otherwise uh, I can't take a desk job right now. I don't feel like I want to create as much as I can. I mean, there's a fire. Like I in my dreams, I just wrote a post that in my dreams I saw color tubes, getting burnt in my, मतलब मैंने तड़का दिया और सब color tubes को मैं ये कर रही हूँ, फ्राई कर रही हूँ और मैं खाना बना रही हूँ. तो मैं सोच रही हूँ कि यार, what are the color tubes trying to tell me? What is the art mother trying to tell me? That you don't be contemporary or be something or do this or do that.
or just do tadka.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Khana bana.
Mazhak, like let it be.
Whatever. But you got a cooking dream.
Yeah, I got a cooking dream
So
in my kitchen.
somewhere you're in the kitchen.
Yeah, but giving tadka to all my oil, watercolors, oil paints.
That is, I was going to make a joke about that, but I'll not let. You got a cooking joke in the kitchen
Yeah.
after all doing all the paintings
Yeah.
about having a joke about being, having feminist works. And
I mean,
painting. Yeah.
that is
Yeah, no,
also-
I'm not saying cooking is like
Yeah.
looking down about it, but I just
Yeah.
you've done that funny painting. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Can you come back to this? I want to talk about Goa Open Arts and your display.
Yes.
Your display has scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
I'll flash the image here with my editor. You
Sure.
please send me the images.
Yeah.
And just explain that this medium of scrolls. It's like it's such a Chinese Japanese.
It is, and I love the fact that it's on cloth, and the prints, the cutouts of this, different people in different sort of headgears, like one hiran ka headgear and a duck ka headgear, and they are sort of having a conversation with each other, and and there is this text which keeps repeating, which is like kind of my poem. So her words were a shovel to dig. And it is like a dialogue with each other, and I find the material sort of cloth and printmaking sort of going with each other and interacting. It is what it is, sometimes like I really don't like explaining the work so much. Sometimes I feel the viewer can also interpret them. I
Yeah,
believe, I hope.
No, I'm asking you from a perspective when you applied for the Goa Open Arts Festival. What did you write in the PDF? It's like you have to write something.
Yeah.
My work is about that concept note that everyone hates to writing.
Yeah.
You have to push it into a text format in the end, which even I personally hate.
I told them I'm making a garden of hope, where there is hope, and where not just feminist things, but in general what is happening right now. Tides are changing, things are changing, sort of a response to that, a very humanist, a cry out for love, for hope, which is sort of, we are becoming very mistrusted, we are sort of not trusting well, or we are not sort of, we are very, I don't know what to say. Like, we need something and we need hope. Like that poem, Hope is a Thing of Feathers, something like that. I was searching for that, so I said I'll make something about it. And I had a couple of paintings, I had a prints in mind, and I'm like, I'll do it. And Goa Open Arts has always been there. Like, they are encouraging people who are trying to do something unconventional, trying to, they're not stuck at one place, and they're trying to expand. They're a very cheerful bunch of people as well. And I'm glad, and I'm not just displaying. I'm also part of the performances, which I'm really excited about. And there are a couple of good things happening over here. Every time they make an effort to sort of get all the good bunch of people.
It's really tough making
Yeah.
a festival,
It is.
and
It is.
it's amazing that you are taking part in this festival. This is your second time,
Third time.
your third time in the festival,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. It's amazing.
I've been a Catalyst grantee as well, and I was in my master's second year
Explain that
during
to
the
people.
pandemic.
People don't know what's a catalyst.
Yeah,
grantee.
so Goa Open Arts Catalyst Grant is this grant they give out where they give you money to make work.
Every time you say money, you start laughing like you're like money.
I'm sorry. I'm for art.
I'm for money. Yeah, you're like I'm money.
But yeah.
okay.
It's great help though. It's great encouragement. And not just that, they give you a space to display, they give you mentorship, they give you guidance. And across the way, I myself was able to push myself. You know, that point where you work and you have to just push yourself more harder to reach that greater level.
I don't know that point.
You don't know that point.
No, I know.
So I feel like they give you that space. They give you like, हाँ भरोसा है तुम पे, करो तुम. So that itself is a push. Yeah.
Which not many people do to you. It's like your support structure.
Yeah.
Which is a really great idea.
Yeah, it is.
Sure. All right. So I figured out your work. We'll do the podcast. So this was a really long phone call.
Oh,
We started the podcast by saying let's do. I never said the phone call got cut. So we
Okay.
discussed all of this in the phone call to say what we'll discuss and all. It's a great chat. I had a great time talking to you.
Thank you so much.
We can. I feel like she's got a philosophical vibe,
I have.
and that, and she's pretty like honest and open about herself also, and she's pretty confident woman, right? I just feel like it's amazing. I've always had a great chat talking to you.
Thank you so much. I'm having a fan moment over here.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Now do that thing. Like.
Like,
No, wait. First, say your feelings about the channel, and say and Goa Open Arts also,
yeah.
and tell everyone to come for Goa Open Arts. Say next year come because this might come. Will be released after the festival.
Okay.
And Artistry Plus, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't need to press the
It's
bell
a lot
icon.
of things. I'll try. I'll do it. Do come visit Goa Open Arts Festival 2024. There's a lot of things, amazing things over here happening. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Vaibhav's Artistry Plus channel, where there's so much of amazing content
On YouTube
on YouTube.
and on Instagram if you want.
And on Instagram, of course. Do share. And I think you'll learn quite a lot and also have fun and entertainment.
Bas.
Acha. Okay.
And
hai.
I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, La Ananta Absinthe, the liquid of the legends. It's the 100-year ban of absinthe globally has been taken off. So India, by the way, has its own absinthe brand. It's a completely fantastic drink. It's called La Ananta by Craft Alcobev. It's made in Goa. The distillery is in Goa. It's a great alcohol. I almost have it every day with my wife. And it is a beautiful drink. And I feel that you guys should explore that too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this conversation.
much.
It was a great chat.
Yeah.
Thank you.